Here. What's up, Adrian? We
Hey,
are
what's going
live.
on?
What's up, Facebookies, YouTubers, Twitter fingers, X fingers, or whatever you want to call it? What's up, y'all? We are live. All right. How you been doing, Adrian?
I've been doing all right. Just working. And staying out the way, really. Not too much excitement from my end.
Okay. Well, you're going to see me for some reason. I got my other camera over here for TikTok. So you're going to see me going like this. Don't trip. It's just
Okay.
TikTok. We got
Okay.
people on there that I got to, entertain as well. But we
Yeah.
going today. You ready for this content today?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get to it. Let's get
We
to it.
already got a chat liner up in the chat. What's up? It's my sis Megan. What's up, Megan? She said, "Hey y'all." My girl always stopping through showing some love.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Megan. We got Diamond up in the house. Salute tree tips. This this is who I wanted you to meet, Diamond. This is my co-host. This is Adrian. He did 27 years in California State Prison with a life sentence. Got out, got off of parole in 1 year after getting a couple of jobs, going through the program, doing what he need to do. Now he got a CDLs. He got Mexican Spanish training up on it. He can speak Spanish now. He got all kind of stuff going on. Adrian, I'm so proud of you. And most importantly, he's speaking to the juveniles. He's giving back. He's going to the juvenile halls, trying to keep as many kids out of gangs, stop selling drugs, graduate from high school, and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
this is my boy. This is my boy that I wanted to introduce you to, Diamond, and we'll get him on
I don't.
keyword
Okay.
conversations
I don't
as well.
see nobody. Yeah.
It's that he in the chat, Adrian.
Okay. What's up with it?
Pull the chat up. Put on comments on the
Yeah.
right hand side. But yeah, we're gonna get into this content, Adrian. I know how much, so yeah, let's start off with Young Thug, right?
Yeah.
So Adrian, when we first got into these recusal motions, you basically said that you don't think the judge was gonna be recused.
Yeah, I did say that. Just because how the legal system work. Usually they playing on the same playing field, and usually they rule in one another's favor.
Right, right. Well, um, the recusal motion first supposed to go to a black judge. She was a judge. I think she used to be in juvenile hall too, in Atlanta area. But she recused herself from the case. So it
Yeah,
went to her first. Then it went to Judge Cross, the white lady, the white judge. And she basically, I thought that she had denied the recusal, but
yeah,
what she denied was when it went to her, um, Brian Steele put in a motion to recuse her and to recuse it out of Fulton County. She
yeah,
denied that recusal. She that was the first recusal that she denied. I thought she denied Judge Glanville's recusal to keep him on the case. So I got to correct myself about that. When I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. I don't try to go with wrong.
okay, yeah.
Make it
I'm
right.
wondering, like, we didn't get into that. When did we get into that?
No, but I did a short on TikTok. Oh,
Yeah.
what's up on TikTok? We got TikTokers in the house. What's up, y'all? We getting into this Young Thug case, and I got two different cameras going on, so I'm gonna be like this. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just be like this. Adrian's supposed to be on here with me, but with that, we'll get him on here another day, y'all. But
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that was, yeah, part of, going live. I thought it was just short videos on TikTok. Like,
No, we're gonna go live on there, but we'll get into that in a minute.
oh yeah, that's what I was confused about. I thought you can only do like, 2 or 3, maybe, minutes.
I can only got on some booty shorts. I can't. I gotta keep.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. It must be nice and sunny out there, so
Oh yeah, it's hot out here. But let's
hmm
get into this, Adrian. So no, we didn't talk about Judge Cross recusing she denied the motion to recuse her from hearing the recusal hearing.
Yeah,
So
I think she had an association with one of the bailiffs
not
that had
this one, not this one. So
well,
we on a recusal right now. So on Judge Glanville's recusal.
yeah,
So
but there was another judge that she recused herself
the
from the
next
case
one,
as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
after he got recused, then it went to her. Then it went to Judge Ingram, and
yeah, England. There you go. Yeah,
I actually did a short or a reel or something on it, because I thought it was going to be very entertaining, Adrian. Now, you can probably appreciate this too. If
yeah,
Judge Ingram is a Black woman that's 46 years old, now you've watched a little bit of the tape with the district attorneys, they're Black women.
yeah.
Can you imagine seeing 3 Black women battling in the court?
Yeah, I mean,
That
especially in
was
that,
going to be
that
good.
area. I've never been out to Atlanta, but I've always heard that's like, Chocolate City. I mean, that's where we got the most stature. We part of that whole infrastructure over there, police department. The courtrooms. Yeah, I would imagine so.
Chocolate
But yeah,
City. Adrian, come on.
I can imagine it. It's a beautiful thing, though. Seeing 2, 3 sisters. Holding down court.
When we was in Damu Kiwe conversations and we was talking about the Young Thug trial, and they was talking about how cute and good looking Fonnie Willis, the district attorney, is. She got the
Yeah,
little thick body. I was like, yeah, all of them got big booties up in there.
yeah,
DA Love got a nice shape to be an older woman, like you gotta give credit where credit due. Black don't crack.
no,
We
yeah,
got Nene in the chat. My mom is in the chat. She say, hi, hello, my oldest baby. What's up, Adrian? Adrian drinking his coffee, mama. He had a long night. Yeah, we're going to get into that on another show. But anyway, okay, so let's get back into the content. I don't want to put Adrian on. Let's get back into the content. Okay, so yeah. So after Judge Glanville got recused, the defense attorneys is like, oh, wiping the sweat. Now, what
yeah.
I want to ask you about that, Adrian, I want your opinion on this. What do you think is going to happen with this case? Because it's Georgia state law that when a judge get recuses,
Yeah,
another judge just steps in where that judge, the day that judge left, right? From,
yeah,
from what was going on. But here's my problem with that. The jurors in this case has been out for almost 2 weeks by themselves. Do you think this is grounds for a mistrial?
well, one thing about it, the case is already like the longest running case in Georgia history, and now, there's a likelihood that the case will start from the beginning. They, like you say, they can step in and start the proceedings where they are now, but the way they're fighting this case, they want to drag it out. The longer they can drag it out, the more likely, the defendants, have a favorable, outcome.
But what if, when you say started from the beginning, does that mean mistrial? Because Diamond is saying absolutely mistrial. So does that mean mistrial without prejudice so they can retry them again? Or, and you and Diamond might know more about this, can the DA just say this is a DA reject and then just refile? at
Well,
this point in the trial?
well, I don't know. The DA reject. I think that would be like some type of abuse of their authority if they do it just to do, something like that. But as far as declaring it a mistrial, I don't know if that's a component of it. I just believe they can try to start it, where is that now,
That's
or
the law.
begin from the beginning, but within the same trial. So the trial wouldn't be necessarily declared a mistrial. It'll still, be the same trial, but they could review all the evidence in front of a new judge.
So, okay, so even if they are able to do that, because it looks like that's what they're trying to do by them steady trying to put this on the judge, right? So
Yeah.
even if they're able to do that in this trial, what does that do for the jury? Like, isn't that like,
Oh, that's like got to be torture. I don't, I've never sat on a jury. Have you ever sat on a jury before?
I've been interviewed, but as we was taught back in the day to get up out of that mess.
Yeah, yeah. So
I
I've
would
never
sit on it now, knowing what I know. I would sit on it for my people. back,
yeah.
back in
Yeah, I
the day,
needed
we
you.
used Jesus and
I
everybody
know
to
at
get
least
out of jail.
one time I needed you on my jury, boy. At least once, Damn, it was a couple of sisters on my jury too. I thought they had my back. No, but so
Wait,
I've
but
never
was
been
that
in a
the
position.
mistrial? You had a mistrial first, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. My first trial was a mistrial, and we thought they were going to come at us with a deal. At that point, we had been in the county jail for maybe about a year and a half, and so but they put us on trial again. So and the
Yeah,
second time I didn't have the money. I couldn't come up with the money, and I had a public defender,
yeah. Which
and
means
the rest is history. Why are we talking
we
about?
got some chat messages about this. Adrian Diamond said, absolutely mistrial. Hot Girl said, shout out to Adrian. What's up to my sister? Megan said, it's a Georgia thing. We got them Georgia peaches for real. Megan, them Georgia peaches is thick out there. They
Yeah, yeah.
bottom heavy out there, baby.
Mm,
That's
that's the peach, right?
That's why all the black men going out there, and then the black men that's kind of T, they want them Georgia bodies, them peach bodies too. They've been getting BBLs, but I ain't gonna even say all that. Anyway, Diamond said irreparable damages is done. I think that's what one of their attorneys said. One of the defense attorneys I seen the interview, he said that they're all going to put in basically for a mistrial with double jeopardy attached to it, so they can't retry them. He said because it's irreparable damages that's been done. Basically, it's stuff that's been done that they can't take back. And it,
Yeah,
and by them moving forward or even doing a new trial, and we're going to get in the Alec Baldwin trial, it's unfair to the defense because of all of the misconduct that's been done on the other side.
yeah,
Now, another thing that I wanted to bring up about this case too is that when when so when this last motion was in to recuse Judge Glanville, right? I
yeah,
want to read this part to you, Adrian, and it's just a little part. It's right before she laid out the 4 reasons why she's recusing him or whatever. But I think this last sentence, this last part, summarizes her whole recusal. Throughout the recusal, it's a 10-page recusal. She never put Judge Glanville down. She actually said he is unbiased in this trial and he is able to go forward if he's not recused, right?
yeah,
But, and let me read it to you why she recused him.
yeah. I kind of saw that too. That it wasn't like that she made it out like he was incompetent.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. And that was kind of, and I think that that's huge moving forward. I think she did it like that so they can move forward with the trial.
Yeah.
Because if she would have said anything else out of order, like he did this or this wasn't right, then they wouldn't have grounds. They would really have grounds to move.
Yeah, the defense, as they should, would have pounced on that,
Yeah.
Yeah, and use that in any type of motion that, because they're going to use it anyway that he was recused. So, to be able to say that the judge that recused him, really laid into him or reprimanded him,
right,
that
right,
would have been, just more ammunition for him.
right. Let's see. So, my mom said, I thought the two of my people had my back as well, Adrian. She probably was talking about, I don't know what name they're talking about. Megan said, I'm
Yeah.
both top. Megan said
I,
she's both top and bottom heavy. Okay, Megan.
Okay, yeah,
She said no.
brick house. Yeah, that's a
Wait
brick
a
house
minute,
right
hold on,
there.
Megan.
What are you
I gotta
talking
get
about?
you back to Damu Kiwi conversations because yeah, somebody got a grip on you. Some money got a grip on you. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave that tea right there. Diamond said Woody blurted out he did the murder that they being charged with. Yes, he did. And he also in the ex parte meeting on those transcripts, he said, I did all of it. Now, I said this from the beginning. Once I found out that Woody got full immunity, by Woody being their homeboy, he should just take anything because they can't do nothing to him, right? Like they can do nothing to him. So, that would be my thing. Like, look, I'm just gonna
But
take it.
see what do he have full immunity on? Just this, because this is a racketeering case, right? So if he has full immunity on on those charges, as well as the gang allegations, and that include murder, attempted murder, robbery, and
Everything,
all that shit, right? Say it again.
everything. And
Yeah, so if he's immune from all that, yeah, he could play it like that, but
yeah,
then
in the
he
ex
would have
parte
to prove
meeting,
that.
that's why I said Woody is very smart. He was asking the right questions. He was saying, so nothing that I say, I'm gonna go to jail. And DA and and the ex parte said no, nothing you say on the stand about any case.
Yeah.
You we're not gonna you have full immunity. And she slipped and said a lie. She said federal and state. She don't have jurisdiction over
Oh,
federal.
federal? No,
So
no,
she
not
said
at
that,
all.
yeah, and the lawyers ate her up about that. They like she don't even have jurisdiction over federal. So she lied to him in that meeting by telling him you have total immunity over all cases.
Yeah,
Anything, nothing you say on the stand or anything under a cross examination that come out, we will not be charging you.
yeah,
No
yeah.
brainer right there, right? All right, so
Well,
let me read this part to you, Adrian. I just want you to hear this part. I
okay,
want our viewers to hear
okay.
this part because I think this made a heck of a difference in her recusing him. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can. Where did it go? I think I missed. Dang it. Wait, I gotta stop sharing. Hold on. Let me get back to it. Because I think this part that she put in here,
Like explain,
it kind
it tells it all.
yeah, I think it summarized the whole shebang. Hold on one second. Because these is far away glasses. And I'm trying to scoot it. I cannot scoot it down to see this part. So I might have to summarize it off the top of my head. I hate
Yeah,
that.
because I'm kind of thinking you're talking about, you know,
on.
it was really because of how he responded to it. You
Okay, so
know,
that is a part of it. But she also put in here, okay, she also put in there, I can't get to it, sorry guys, but because it was kind of like half a document on different, a lot of people pages. But she also put in there that the reason why she's recusing him is because of public perception.
yeah,
It's important that the public believe in the justice system. So when a judge is getting recused, some of the time it's not about what they did. It's about what is perceived, what can be perceived about them being biased or unbiased. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If they
yeah,
don't have to be biased, they should recuse themselves. The law is they should recuse themselves even if it's seen that they're unbiased.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think just by a lot of these people on social media, the social media big outbreak, when he threw Brian Steele in contempt of court and locked him up, and he's a high powered attorney. That's when this case became national news. That's when it really went national. And you had Trump attorney up in there. Diamond told me, reminded me of her name. Her name was Ashley Merchant. She came to represent Brian Steele. So that's when it really went national. And that's when you seen Judge Glanville start to humble himself a lot. So
yeah,
I think, I love the fact that she put that in the motion because it let a lot of us know that have our feet on these crooked prosecutors and judges' neck on social media and exploiting them like they should have been exploited when, they did all that crooked. Look at the crooked stuff they did in your case. The LA County Sheriff got on the stand and just lied. The man just
yeah,
totally lied. And they knew he was lying. And the prosecution, nobody did nothing about it. And so that's why it's important for these kind of platforms because Fox News, CNN, none of them is going to put out there what these people is really doing in this justice system. So it's our part. It's our duty to do that because it's our people that's the ones that's suffering at the hands of these people.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I
Well
am
said. Well said.
excited about how the Young Thug trial is going. I don't know whether these people are guilty or not because I don't know them. I am not in their city. I don't know what has happened. So I look at this case like a juror. And for me, y'all got these people in jail all of these years and still have not showed us any evidence that they've done anything.
Yeah, and that's what I've been wondering. Like, you know, what's going on? You know, with those guys, are they going to be granted bail or given a chance to get out? It's like they've been in there so long, just fighting this case. I mean, they got to reduce the bail or something.
Right. And so their attorneys is asking
Or
for a
give
bail.
them bail. Give
Yeah,
them
they've
bail.
been doing interviews. They said they're gonna ask for a mistrial and bail reducement. We got C
Yeah.
Rat Deuce showed up. Come on through, say tree tip salute. What's up with ya? Yeah, so that is about that on that case, Adrian. What you think? You think mistrial or are they just gonna pick up from where they left off?
Well, I mean, yeah, my hopes is that they do grant the defense motion that is irreparable damage that's been done to the defendants, and they should be released. Because now like I said, it's a farce. And it has continued to be a farce. And they need to let them dudes go.
Yeah, just sitting
Yeah.
there with no evidence and have not shown any evidence that I don't know. And then they done made Lil Woody a superstar. This
Oh, he on like that?
on
Is that right?
listen. He got a cameraman that follow him around everywhere. He got people. at the airport, the shopping malls, the gas stations, taking pictures with him. He posing for pictures like he is a superstar. I have
Yeah.
not seen nothing like this before in my life. To top it off, and then we're gonna go to Alec Baldwin. He had some content creators to pay for him a trip to fly him out where they had 20 to 30 females going like a
Yeah.
remember Flavor of Love, like a Woody of Love show.
Is that right? Yeah, he doing it. Yeah, he doing it.
Guess who we got in the chat? We got my twin, Latasha. What's up? I'm so happy to see this one. I ain't seen her in some years.
That's what's up.
When say he in the streets, he is definitely in the streets. He been getting his bag. He on all platforms. People been interviewing Lil Woody.
He better be stacking his bank, you know.
Lil Woody got a fan club. He even went to church and got saved.
Yeah, you know, that's what, you know, I mean, that camera, you know, that limelight get you, you know. I mean, you know, I don't want to talk bad about the brother, but shit, you know, he's turned that into, you know, a business, you know. Yeah. So, you know, I just wonder what that's telling other dudes, you know.
Right. What y'all think on TikTok? Y'all think this is gonna be a mistrial, or y'all think the judge is just gonna pick up where Glanville left off? See, Radu said it's gonna be a mistrial. We are praying. I'm praying for a mistrial with prejudice, so they can't refile this case on these dudes.
And see, you got to put that part on there, because if it's a mistrial, then you know they can start right, you know, right from the beginning. You know, they start right over. You know, so they can definitely refile the case in that case. You know, in that circumstance. You know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Twin said that you can do the crime right out your cry me. Yeah, you can do you can exactly and still be rich. We got Deuce M's the Don in the chat. He says salute tree tips. Hashtag Damu Kiwi conversations. Listen, we get it in. My people came through. They pulled up to support Adrian. Look at you, and you all super. I ain't gonna even see. But are you on some good though? You got to tell me what that good was.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
You said fruits of the poisonous tree. Come on through. He did okay, Deuce. Okay? You said a lot with that one. Fruits of a poisonous tree. You better say it. Okay. I'm gonna get at you later so we can get the breakdown. I might start using that for my logo or something.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, just got one now.
We got to get the breakdown. So people try to join on my live, but I can't let y'all up because I don't know what y'all gonna say. All right. So C-Rat said, why FN Lucci and Young Thug will be released? I hope they will be in good standings with each other. They should be good friends after this and do a song and make some money. Make some money. Twin, Nene on here. She say, where you been, girl? All right, so let's get to Alec Baldwin. Adrian, you ready?
Yeah. What's up with old Alec, man? You know, I like Alec Baldwin, you know?
Man, I like Alec Baldwin work. I don't know about the person. I be having to say that now because we don't know how these people are.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm talking about the face of him too, you know. I mean, as far as an actor, I don't know him personally, but yeah, you know, but he's always been like one of my, you know, actor that I like, you know.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. All the Baldwins was good. William Baldwin was a freak. He played with
brother Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin was but William was the freak. He played in all those freaky roles.
Yeah.
Who said might be a mistrial dismissed with prejudice? I hope so. So that means they can't refile on them. So Alec Baldwin I wanted to talk about it with Young Thug trial because a lot has been going on in Young Thug trial with evidence that wasn't turned over to the defense team by the prosecution, and it just was one thing after the next that the prosecution was not turning over to the defense team. And so even though the ex parte meeting was not an illegal meeting, it wasn't turned over. The transcripts wasn't turned over right away to the defense team either. It took a minute to get them, and a lot of people are still saying that those transcripts was redacted, but that's another case. So in the Alec Baldwin case, I wanted to bring these cases together because Alec Baldwin actually got a mistrial in his case from DA Misconduct. Huge.
And he got, it was mistrial with prejudice. So that is, like I say, the mistrial in and of itself is nothing, but with prejudice, you're good,
They cannot refile. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a little clip. I found a little clip of Alec Baldwin, one of his attorneys. He summarized the misconduct. It's about 5-10 minutes, but I got it on a speed, a little fast, not too fast, but you will understand it. But I want to play this because I think it's important, and it summarizes what the district attorney did in not only in Alec Baldwin case, but in Hannah Gutierrez case, which was Alec Baldwin's armor on the set. That they gave that girl 18 months in prison for this. And they was trying to give Alec Baldwin 18 months in prison. So let me see. Hold on before I share. Okay, so this is the one. All right, so he's going to try to be brief, and he's going to tell the little, it gives a whole summary of what the misconduct was. So y'all don't have to look at the whole trial to see what the heck happened with this mess. Hold on, let me see if this is the one. Yeah, this is it. Okay.
But I think it'd be helpful to build out some of the facts so Your Honor has the chronology of how this happened and has the factual pieces to understand the severity of what's happened.
Okay.
So on November 1st, 2021, shortly after the Rust incident, Seth Kenny's on...
Just one moment. I need Faith to get me my notebook.
Of course.
My notebook. I brought it up yesterday. Might even be in my computer bag. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'll take notes on this. All right, go ahead.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Thank you. So November 1st, 2021, Seth Kenny is on a phone call with Corporal Hancock. At that point, we've heard about Seth Kenny's involvement in this, his effort to pry into what's going on with the prop card and the bullets. And so on that phone call, he's telling Corporal Hancock, then Detective Hancock, that he believes he knows where the live bullet came from. He dials in a guy named Teskey, who we heard about yesterday in testimony. Teskey gets on the line and Seth says, tell Detective Hancock what you know. And he says, well, Fel Reed dropped off a batch of live ammunition at my business because I have a safer place to store it. And after that, Fel shows up, grabs some of the live ammunition and leaves some behind. And that's what I know. And Seth says, well, that could be from the same batch that killed Helena Hutchins. Could be a match. He says, and it's Del Reed and it's Hannah Gutierrez Reed. That's the one who's responsible here, pushing it off on Gutierrez Reed as the source of the live ammunition, just as the state has done in this case. He says, thank you very much. He's off the phone. Fel says, I am, Teskey says, I'll take a picture. I'm not in front of my computer, not in front of my ammunition. I'll send it in an hour. He sends a picture of 4 bullets. Ms. Morrissey is going to hold that up to you and say, these are the 4 bullets you knew about this. That was from 2021. Detective Hancock does not preserve the other live ammunition that's at Teskey's property, even though he told her this could be from the live ammunition batch that matches the bullet that killed Helena Hutchins. 2 years later, November 2nd, 2023, there's a PTI of Teskey. Ms. Morrissey's asking questions, and she starts probing further into the live ammunition that Teskey had previously said was given to him by Fel Reed. And she says, do you still have some of that ammunition? He says, well, some of it, but I've been out shooting it over the last 2 years because Detective Hancock did not preserve it over that time period. Ms. Morrissey probes further. Where'd it come from? Tell me your story. He says, well, Fel dropped it off. He then picked some up, and he went with Seth Kenney to the 1883 Yellowstone movie, where he was teaching people how to shoot with that live ammunition. He then went to another movie with Seth Kenney, teaching people how to shoot with that live ammunition. And Seth Kenney then took a green ammo can with that live ammunition in it and brought it home with him. He says that could be the live ammunition from that green ammo can that killed Helena Hutchins. Ms. Morrissey says, I want you to preserve that. And do you think there's any evidence that this was sabotage? And he says, well, actually, Seth Kenney called me while Rust was shooting, telling me he wanted to get Hannah Gutierrez-Reed fired, but he didn't know how to do it because he was concerned about upsetting Fel Reed, significant armor in the business, as Your Honor knows. And so he says, I don't have evidence that there was sabotage, but that's what I know, and I still have this ammunition. As we know, Sarah Zachary, the one who threw the live bullets away, we don't know, live or not, threw bullets away after the incident on Rust, admitted that.
So the guy told
was on set
that he had those.
Texting with Seth Kenney, angry with Hannah. On the license, excuse me, the ATF report for the Pieta that was involved in this accident, she was on set. They were close, we know that. And so Ms. Morrissey says, you hold on to that evidence and I'll come get it, in essence. She never does. November 2023. Fast forward to March 6, 2024.
She never went and got it.
The end of Hannah Gutierrez-Reed's trial. Teskey's in Santa Fe, sees what happens, shows up at the sheriff's office, as we heard from Ms. Popple, and delivers that live ammunition that Hancock had not preserved, that Ms. Morrissey had not collected, that he believed could be from the same batch, from that same green ammo can.
Okay, so now you know the crux of the defense concern and their motion to dismiss. I feel like I stumbled into the...
Yeah, he brought up, so many different, bullets and possibilities that the bullets could have came from, that it would have confused any, juror that would hear something like that. That alone would give the judge, grounds for dismissing this case,
Right. So what went on after that is the district attorney was told about these bullets. When the armor trial was going on, one of the witnesses came and delivered the bullets. The same man that told the district attorney that he had the bullets, and she told him to hold on to them. She was gonna get them. He came. She never went. He came, He delivered them to the sheriff's office. What they did was the lead detective was in trial with the district attorney. They decided for those bullets to be placed under a different case number, not being sent to the FBI with the other bullets to be tested. They just made them disappear. And so they let that girl finish her trial knowing that they had evidence that needed to be tested to see where that live ammunition came from, because she probably is not the one that brought it there. And they have more evidence to find that truth out. But the district attorney, so when they had the lead detective up there, the judge asked the lead detective herself, who was a part of the team to have this evidence excluded from the rest of the evidence? And she asked her plain and simple, was Mrs. Morrissey, the district attorney, a part of it? And the lead investigator said, yes, she was. So she was okay with y'all hiding this evidence from not only Alec Baldwin people, but Hannah Gutierrez people as well.
Yeah.
So the judge at that point, Adrian, had no choice but to render. And then the district attorney got on the stand. She automatically, I'll get on the stand and testify. Like she was so innocent in this. You're not innocent, lady. Now then, this is the opinion I want from you and probably some people in the chat. What's up, y'all? We got some people in the chat. Is it the Henny gang that came through? Henny that brought her gang. Henny gang. Come on, y'all. We gotta show my people. Y'all, listen. I love y'all for pulling up. They pulled up. Come on, Henny gang. Y'all know I will be pulling up. Adrian got his YouTube going. We will be pulling up to the Henny gang show.
We gotta check it out.
The supporters, they pull up. They be following my girl. Okay, Henny, that's my girl right there. We gonna do some shit together. I mean, some stuff together. My mama on here. Anyway, Adrian, what's your opinion on this?
Well, I remember when it first happened, and it was a tragic story. The young lady was killed, by a prop gun. So, and then they kind of blew it up, and to me, I don't think that they should have ever sought charges against anyone in this case, right. Because it was an accident. It seemed like it was an accident from the beginning. And Alec Baldwin himself, he put his foot in his mouth. Because it was one point he said that he never pulled the trigger.
Right.
Yeah. And once he said that, it was like, I think the prosecution didn't have, and then the prosecution, of course, they're going after a movie star, so they
went with that, and they shouldn't have, because his defense attorneys said something that made, I was thinking it the whole time. I couldn't wait for the trial, because I was thinking it the time that he was running his mouth like actors do, and he should have just been quiet, because everything you say will be used against you. I don't know why it was so important for him to do those interviews, but he did them.
Yeah, he did them. He's a movie star.
His defense attorney said something that I really agreed with. It doesn't matter if he pulled the trigger or not. In his mind, he was an actor on the set with a prop gun he's been doing this for 40 years, and this has never happened.
Yeah.
Why would he, even if he accidentally pulled the trigger, or if he didn't pull the trigger, or if it was I think it was a hairline trigger and it went off after he cocked it and he had his finger on it. He probably didn't all the way pull it, but I don't know.
It had a hair trigger.
Yeah, like if you touch it, it could go off.
Yeah, so do you believe he pulled? When he said that he never pulled the trigger, it was like, that was unbelievable. That was his downfall for saying something like that. As far as like them filing charges or anything against him, because like you say, he has nothing to do with the bullets. You're an actor, you're going into a movie. And we know how this fantasy world works, and it was just a horrible accident. And do you believe that he pulled the trigger or not?
I believe that it was a hairline trigger. That's what I believe. I believe that he did and just didn't know it. Yeah. I believe that it happened because
and he didn't know. I think you letting him off too easy.
Gun range one time, and you get. I don't even remember pulling the trigger myself,
Yeah.
because it was my first time shooting a gun, and once I started shooting, I was so scared. I just kept shooting.
Yeah.
Like I was really scared. So I know if somebody come up on me and I got my gun, y'all are
Yeah.
dead. Up to you, and it's gonna be clicking because I'm not. I don't. My finger don't have a
Oh
brain.
my goodness. Yeah.
Just keep going, but I'm registered. I can do that. I can't listen. It's a carry
Hey.
out here. Listen, I ain't in
Yeah.
county. I can talk about it.
That's what's up, man. Have your license,
It ain't gonna, the finger don't got a brain. It's gonna keep going, But
Yeah.
I think he pulled the trigger and just don't realize it. I
Yeah.
think he
Yeah. I hear you.
already realize and admit to yourself that you killed somebody accidentally. Your
Yeah.
friend that he had just had lunch and dinner with, her and the director. This wasn't a person that he had just met. He knew her,
Yeah.
he knew she done talked about our kid to him, So I think once that set into him, I think in his mind, he couldn't have done nothing like that. You know how
Yeah.
you make up in your mind like something that terrible? I couldn't have done that. No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
because he damn sure made that up in his mind and convinced himself that he never pulled that trigger, but he did, and it was just tragic, but
I'm happy he got a mistrial with prejudice, so they can't refile on that man. That man, 65 years old, 60-some years old. That's just a sad situation that they trying to lock all of these senior citizens up. But anyway,
yeah.
we got a little time, Adrian. I want to go down. I gotta give we gotta give our chat liners a shout out, man. We got some chat liners in the house. We got Dice TV in the house. Shout out to my big bro. We got Megan Davis been in the house from the beginning. Shout out to my sis. We got my girl, the girl Henny, who brought her crew up in the house to support Tree and Adrian show. Come on through, Henny. That's my girl. That's my new girl right there in this podcast world. Who else we got? We got Miss Unique Yours, Latoya in the house. Shout out to the Tree Tips chat.
Shot.
We got Silinak 22 up in the house. Now it's
I ain't heard about some Silinak in some years, boy. I can't even find that in the stores no more.
We used to drink back in the day. We got Missy Marv in the house, came through to show us girl some love. What's up? Salute. Okay, we got LaTanya in the house. She came through. Hey, everybody, with the Henny glasses. Come on, Henny gang. Up in this thing. We got Evelyn Holly. What's up, girl? Salute in the house with the Henny glasses, Adrian. They getting us drunk tonight. What? Yeah. We got Goddess WTS. Hey, Dice TV with the Henny glasses. Look, Dice already been to the Henny side. I got to get over there. They be doing some big chilling. I done already subscribed, Henny, and looked at some content. Then already liked on some videos. So I'm already a fan. I'm already in the community. I'm coming to the content, girl. Yeah. We got Evelyn Holly in the house. What's up with the Henny glasses? We got Miss Nicole Jeffries in the house. What a beautiful smile. Okay, let's go. What we got Diamond saying? Diamond said, I truly believe that it was an accident on his behalf and negligent on behalf of the prop team. Exactly. Specifically the armory personnel. Exactly, because it was the job. That's what I was getting at. Because too, I felt bad because I'm in management. And when I hire people for different positions that are experts at that position, right? So I don't have to be, because I can't manage everything and be an expert in each field. So what you do as a good boss and a good manager, so you don't have to do all of that, you hire experts that know more than you in that field. And you trust them. You trust them. It's just like going to get surgery. You trust the anesthesiologist to do their job. You don't sit up and go over the IV and say, okay, is that, what is that? What's mixed with that? You know what I'm saying? You trust these people to do your job. When the surgeon go in to cut you open with an incision, he don't put a blue light over the scalpel and say, okay, let me see if it's clean. He trusts the sterilized team to have sterilized all of that. And your life is on the line because you're the patient. So it's a trust level throughout. That man trusted this team. The lady that got killed, the cinematographer, she trusted the armor team. Everybody on the set that was shooting at each other trusted the armor team to do their job. And unfortunately, they didn't do their job because they should have. Now, one thing that I want you guys to know as well, in the defense of the armor team, when you look at this trial in depth and you see the evidence with these bullets, the dummy bullets versus the live round bullets, this is what came out in Alec Baldwin trial. And I have to tell y'all this, Alec Baldwin had Elon Musk attorney. He had Jay-Z attorneys. So he had some real people that was on this case. This is what came out in his trial. The dummy bullets and the live round bullets, you couldn't tell them apart. The police couldn't even tell some of them apart. That's why they had to send it to the FBI so the FBI can open those bullets up to see which ones was live and which ones was dummy rounds. So here goes to the neglect part that they charged Alec Baldwin with, Adrian. How said that he was negligent because when he got the gun, he didn't check to see if those bullets was live rounds or dummy rounds. Well, heck, if the police looked at him and couldn't tell, how was he able to tell?
Yeah.
So how was it neglect when they couldn't even tell whether it was dummy or live rounds? They had to send it off to the lab to get tested. So
like I say from the beginning, I thought they would never charge him. So when 2 years later, almost they charge him, with involuntary manslaughter, and it's like you have no, even if he did not get the mistrial, there was going to be a no guilty, because there was nothing that suggested that he, knowing other than what he said that he never pulled a trigger, as far as any hardcore evidence, because like you say, that's not his job. His job is to come and read his lines. They have prop guys, people who do the booms and the mics and and everything, and his job is to perform on camera. So more likely there was going to be a not guilty verdict anyway. So that's the part that was frustrating, knowing that they were not going to be able to convict him, on him just saying that he didn't pull the trigger. And obviously, you had to pull the trigger for the damn bullet the projectile to come out, in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? It don't just come out, So I mean, just to be as simplistic as I can possibly be, right? So
when he said he didn't pull a trigger, so when he said he didn't pull a trigger, you was like, you a dang lie, What gun you don't have to pull the trigger unless it drop, you throw it or something.
Yeah.
And the FBI actually had to break the gun, and that was another thing for his defense. They had to break the gun. Look at Dice TV. First of all, we're going to give a shout out to Mrs. Poppington. She say, "Yar with the Henny glasses." Dice read my mind. I seen Henny and her team putting up them Henny glasses. I said, I got to start everybody to putting the trees up. He read my mind, and look what he put up. He put up some trees. Oh, that's my big bro right there.
Palm trees, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? The city of palm trees. You know what I'm saying?
California love, that LA love, baby. What's up? What's up? All right,
believe
Adrian, look, you know I like getting in and I like getting out on time. Megan got those trees up. Let me see those trees. But I love this. I love this. I love this. Do you see my background, Adrian? You see my
Yeah, I mean, you got me feeling like, I'm lacking or something. I gotta get some shine up in this mofo, you know? You know what I'm saying? You
We're gonna
know?
get you a new virtual
I mean,
background.
I got some shit up in here. I just ain't really decorated it, but I got shit up in here, you know?
Now
You know
we're
what I'm
gonna
saying?
get
To
you
make it sparkle, you know what I mean?
we're gonna hook your studio up, Adrian. We
Yeah,
got
okay.
before
Man,
we
hold
out of
this
here,
shit
we
up.
got 6 minutes and we still got people in the chat. This is what I gotta announce. My boy Adrian finally got his podcast started. Him and one of our G homies, Mac from the Foe, and y'all know the rest. They gonna be their podcast. Go on there. It's convict etiquette. I'm gonna
Oh
put it
my
in.
goodness. What? We not right? No,
Yeah, so they can subscribe.
to
Convict etiquette.
nothing. Tree, why you don't
YouTube,
do that?
YouTube, Instagram,
Ooh.
TikTok, and we haven't done his Facebook page yet. So go on to his page and subscribe. He got this good content that's gonna be cracking. What he's gonna be talking about on his show, and we already got the content for it.
Tree. Let's back up.
Come
Let's
on.
slow down and take a deep breath. Yeah.
Well, I'm not breathing anything that you're breathing. You had the good over there, Adrian. So
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
you know what I'm talking about. The followers don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, y'all go on to that channel, subscribe.
No,
We got
no,
some good
yeah,
content
wait,
coming
hold,
out
pump
there.
your brakes.
I just want to get it out there. Adrian, hold up. We'll talk about it later. I just want to get it out there to you guys what the content is going to be about. Adrian and Mac is going to be going in depth on talking about etiquette when convicts step off of that county jail bus and enter into the state prison system. The things that happen from beginning all the way up until you get paroled up out of there. And we got a bunch of episodes, a bunch of part 1, part 2, part 3s. So we got a lot of content. I want to get our followers in on it right now before we go ahead and start editing and putting it out there so you guys already know it's coming. We'll be in the algorithm. We'll get my boys some subs. We're going to get those views and watch hours up for them. And it's content that I think everybody needs to know because unfortunately, prisons is not going anywhere. People are constantly going to go to prison. And so it's good to know what to expect if you're on your way to prison. It's also good for people like us that's never been to prison but have family members that's going or in there. It's good for us to hear and see that content to see what they have to go through when they get up in there. And so I'm excited about it. Go on that YouTube. I put the link up there. Subscribe, and get ready for that good content, y'all. All right, what you got to say, Adrian? Don't look like that because you're going to force me to say why you looking like that.
Now, look, now, Tree, we kind of like, we're still in our infancy, with that. So we're going to jump out there. Take the lead.
Adrian, when is our first show? When your first show?
To be announced.
You already got it set.
To be announced.
I'm gonna make a
so do I have to go on and update that to be announced because we're in the stratosphere right now, the internet,
I can tell Adrian is on.
No, I'm
Adrian kind of in that Bay Area. So he up there with some good green at too.
What are you talking
It's
about?
good
What?
green machines
I
everywhere.
don't know. No.
He up there with that good money.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay,
Hey,
I
you've been
like
making
that.
that good
I just
money,
need
right?
more of it.
You've been making that good money, right?
I just need more of it. That's all. I just
But
need
that's
more
what
of
we
it.
trying to
So
do. That's why we got to get your subscribers up right now.
my subscribers,
You can't
what
wait.
they
You can't
gonna do
put it
about
off.
it? You know what I
We
mean?
got to get the subscribers up. We got to get your watch hours up. I got to push you, man. Putting
Okay, but
putting
we
office
yeah
like
we,
what is that called? Putting things off is like it's the
so
enemy. It takes
this
over
is
our body. We got to
this
push.
is the reality part of it. This is the reality part of it, huh? You know,
No, you
nothing
got
is,
30 seconds, Adrian, to explain the reality part of it.
nothing is out of bounds or something. I don't know. You know what
I'm
I'm
about
saying?
to
I
get
feel
you off
so
of camera.
exposed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm
What?
so happy you made it through the show, Adrian. You know I love you to death.
Thank you. Sure.
You,
What's
you
that?
know
I'm
you
on life support over here. So what's going
heck
on?
yeah, and I'm not there to give you CPR. So don't do that
I'm
mess no
100. What you
more.
talking
Don't do
about?
it
I'm
no
ready
more.
to go. You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know?
What is all of this? What's this?
I'm just letting you know. You talking about like I'm over here, on life support or something. I'm ready to go. You know what I mean?
You ready to go? It don't
I'm
sound
good.
like it.
It
No, it sounds like you trying to procrastinate. You ready to go?
Oh, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that. You know me. It's like, well, one thing I will tell people, and Teresa, you can kind of contest to this, right? It's like I'm almost, but listen to this. Listen to this. Like, it's almost impossible for me to like tell people lies.
Right.
So,
That's true.
and you get me on that all the time because that's like my thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you'll get at me about something and I don't want to lie to you about it. So why do you do that? You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I done had enough fun with Adrian for the night.
Thank you. But we gonna get cracking for sure.
We
I'm just,
definitely is, Adrian. I don't care what you're talking about right now.
I'm
Anyway,
not. What did I just tell you for sure? You know what I'm saying?
okay.
What, you know how I get down. If I go, I go. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you gonna go.
Yeah. But see, but
You get on my dang nerves. How we
mm,
gonna have a business meeting this morning?
what are we talking about? Is let's let the people go home.
We ain't gonna talk about no behind the
I
scenes.
know I know we're supposed to get viewers, but why don't we let them go home right now?
Look, the Henny gang trying to give us some drinks. Like y'all need a drink.
Nah, just coffee. No, I
That,
just
you
take
see
some
what
coffee
Adrian got coffee to do the show, and it's dang that time to go to sleep. Our followers gonna know why you drinking that.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right, Adrian, I'm gonna let you go. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for pulling up. Thank y'all for stopping by. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the Henny Gang. We're gonna see y'all in Damu Keyway Conversations. We're
You
gonna
better
see
believe
y'all
it.
on Convict Etiquette. We're gonna see y'all back here next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Treat Tips Media, Hootie Who's finest talk show. And we are out, smooches. We love you guys.